Let's see. Can anyone play audio drums, audio bass, guitar? Yes. So again, I just explained that part. Yeah, you can actually record your own audio drums, record your own audio bass, or your own audio guitars and chords, and you can use that in the event. And I think I just showed you an example with the first song that I was doing, which was a went in here and I went over to user style. It was under the Latin category. Okay, Zouk Love. If I show you what it is on my screen, look at it right there. So in this example, I'm going to go ahead and try to illustrate this, being able to put or to add your own guitars. And we're going to do a separate video that shows you exactly how easy it is to do this. Again, stress and focus on the word easy, right? So right now I'm going to go ahead and go to my user style location, user style Latin, and pick this style called Zouk. And I'm going to remove the drums and remove the bass and remove the chord. I want you to hear just the real chord, which is the live guitar that's going to be performing as I do the style and change the chords. Again, this is one of the strengths of the event, being able to change audio. Everything you're going to hear right now is a live guitar player, okay? But now I'm going to be able to change those chords by changing chords, Live guitar, live guitar. Let's go to another variation. Again, live. Drums, live drums. Only on the events. Live bass. Live MIDI chords. MIDI chords. Let's go to the view page so you can see what we're seeing right here. So that's, pretty much in a nutshell. What did I do there? Take a live bass player to the studio, have him play the bass line in every single key possible, right? For bass, it's very simple. Just majors and minors are all you need. Have a guitar player go to the studio and record the different guitar parts. Again, you have to be meticulous, right? But the output or the outcome is so good, right? Now, another question I want to address is chord mode. A lot of people have asked, especially coming from other arranger boards who are not professionals, is it possible to be able to play single finger notes? In other words, just play a chord on the machine and have it play the entire triad chord. Well, that is very, very possible indeed. Like I said, the event is all about how you make it and how you can customize this wonderful machine to do what you want it to do, right? So here we go. How do I change or how do I access the chord modes on the event? Right here on the screen, you're going to go into where it says mode. Okay, and that's what it has all your mode functionality with regards to the arranger. So if I go into mode right there, you can see a couple of things. On the third row, it says chord mode, right? And right now I have it on easy 2, which is actually playing with fingers, 3 fingers, okay? So if I change that into easy 3, okay, that's your single finger mode, which means that I can now just play a single chord, okay? Let me go back in again and let's pick a regular style right here from the AjamSonic package. I know that we're going to talk about that in more detail later. But if I play a single finger, all right, right there, it's a major chord. F, G, now how would I play a minor? Okay, A minor, 2 notes. Again, the note that makes the minor chord. Very easy. Very, very easy. Wow, that was so beautiful, right? So touching. Okay, and again, while we're in that mode, we had talked about earlier on in the video the different capabilities of the different kinds of fill-ins. Did you know, however, again, with the focus on the arranger player, that you can also control and trigger the fills in different ways? Let me talk about that in more detail. I'm going to go back into my mode screen over here. Let me go over to the screen, and I just realized that we need to talk about this, right? These are some little tricks. So if you look at the screen over there, it shows you the 3rd row. You see where it says, sorry, 2nd row. It says fill mode, right? So let's go through each of these one now. Let's start with the auto mode. What does automatic mean? Automatic means that as you're playing the style, okay, if I change the variation, there's a fill before the style, all right? Listen to that. When I change the variation, there will be a fill before it changes. Here we go. So when the auto is on, let me just get a closer, let you guys get a closer look at the screen. When auto is turned on, it means that as you switch back and forth between the variations, if you go from variation A to B or to D or to C or back and forth, the arranger does a fill in for you automatically before it goes into the new variation. That's for auto. Now, if I go into to arrange, right? In this case, again, when you press the fill button, automatically the fill will now take you to the next arranger. Let's try that. So I'm playing C and I hit the fill. See what it did? It jumped over. So it's on the B right now, which means that even if I go over here to my user tabs and have my fills over here, okay, the fill and break. If I press any fill in, okay, let's go ahead, or a break if I wanted to. Here we go with fill 4. Automatically it jumps. So what is the idea? You can either go between the arrangements and have the fill be performed prior to getting to the next one, or you can press the fill button and the arranger will jump forward or backwards based on how you have programmed the fill. And again, let's go on the other one. If I go over back into my mode screen, let's go back to my main page and get back into the mode, and we did the to arrange. What about Aftertouch? Now, Aftertouch is going to be probably the best of all of them, right? Because that means that you can keep on playing and your music does not suffer. Just simply pressing the keyboard a little bit harder will trigger the fill. Watch this. Let's get back to your fill. Now, let's get back to your main screen. I'm going to pick a saxophone sound over here. Let's go over to my sax category. And I want to pick, let's see, a real nice sax voice right here. The circus sax, okay? I want to pick one of the Ajam styles right here. Very smooth pop. It's a beautiful, beautiful style, okay? Now listen to what I'm going to do, or watch this. If I play gently, nothing happens. But if I press hard on the keyboard, it will trigger a fill. That's the Aftertouch, using the Aftertouch capability of this beautiful board. Press. Press. So this means that let's get more and more creative. If I have the Aftertouch engaged and I also have the fill to arranger engaged, that means that I can play the keyboard, and when I press harder, it will not only fill, it will also change the variation. Check it out. Press. So what did I do over there? I can either use my right hand or my left and slightly press hard on the keyboard, which means that my music at no point suffers because I'm using the key response to trigger that fill. And not only am I doing that, I'm actually jumping back and forth between the various arranger parts as well. Okay, so that is, again, in addition to some of the questions that were asked, I felt I would throw that in there, you know, being able to control the fill. And this is the kind of thing that professional musicians are looking for. Now the question you have to ask yourself, okay, you want to buy a cheaper keyboard. Can you do that on a cheaper keyboard? Can you have the audio following you? That's the strength of the event. As an arranger player, you want to play chords and have the machine following you. With MIDI, anyone and everyone can do that with MIDI. What about with audio? Can you do that? Catch you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear the truth and know the truth about KETRON products, subscribe to the channel and keep your questions coming. These were very, very nice questions indeed. I would not say they were challenging. A lot of the questions were based upon what people are seeing and spewing out there on the social media. But I hope that this video, I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I'm hoping that it has actually helped clear the minds of a lot of folks out there who are having doubts as to the capabilities, functionalities, and the KETRON event in general. Catch you all in the next video. Ciao.